our faith, where we find where we belong. Grateful for his love every single day. Empowered for his days past, lighting on the way. Raise to the heights, with unity we rise, with love and resilience, reach for the skies.
Welcome back to It's Our Time podcast.
It's Our Time podcast.
Thank you for tuning into another episode and rocking with us. We thank everybody for the encouragement from the last episode and the support that we've been getting.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you. It's been a tough journey, but we're here. Last week we was Mother's Day. We missed Mother's Day, but we didn't want to miss talking about this topic because it's major in us becoming the women that we are in our healing journey. And this topic we're going to talk about this week is mothers. The importance of having a mother, the importance of being a mother, and some things that we learned from our mothers. So let's get started on talking about that. What do you think, Ken?
Yes, the many layers of motherhood.
Yeah.
Not just the beautiful moments and milestones, but also the tug of war of emotions and the rebirth of the person that you are.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about memories of our moms. Both of us have lost our moms, as you know. I lost mine recently. And I just want to say to Tiara, you make it look easy. You make it look good, like you are an inspiration.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, you give me hope that one day I'll be able to sit here and be okay talking about moms again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's been 7 years since my mom has passed away. So it just takes time.
Yeah.
Like it takes like a year and a half for you to really feel like they're gone, because for that time before the year and a half, you're still, it seems unreal, but it sets in a year and a half. But everybody's on their own journey with that. So only thing I can give you for advice is just take it day by day, and God got you, and your mom will be so proud of you.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
Both of them. I know your mom is proud of you as well. So
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I try.
Well, let's talk a little bit about our favorite memory of our mom.
You want to go first?
Sure. So mine is simple. I grew up in Philadelphia. I lived in South Philly growing up. And I went to school and my mom worked in West Philly. When we was younger, my mom didn't have a car, so we would have to catch the bus every morning, like 6 o'clock, and it was like an hour drive, hour bus ride to school from our house. So my favorite memory is just spending that time with her every morning, that one-on-one time that me and her was able to have. So
that's dope. That's dope, because
that's something I'll never forget.
Yes, that's a beautiful thing, because a lot of times in the hustle and bustle of being a mom, we don't get to spend that time with our kids. Yes. So finding that important time, that's major.
Yeah,
that's awesome. My memories are a little different than my mom.
What's that?
My mom was dope. My mom was really, really dope, but my mom did not play. So my memory will be of me not being where I told her I was going to be, and her finding me, and by me noticing her, because she was on the back of a pickup with like this broom or this stick on the back of a pickup, and found me by this lake. And what was you
doing at the lake?
With all of my friends. I was trying to go hang with my friends at the lake. And so she found me and my friends, and got on the back of the pickup and came home. So when I hopped off the truck of the pickup, I went running. And she went running behind me. And it's the tree in front of her house. And I swear, I ran around that tree 100 times, and she was behind me with that belt until I ran into the house, because I just couldn't do it no more, and she was not giving up. It was just, so that's one of my fondest memories of my mom, of sending her on a chase.
Oh my goodness. Was she fast?
She was fast. But I was a little bit fast. I was on the track side. Listen, the neighbors was out there and everything.
Oh my goodness.
We lived in Park Springs. It was like a low subsidized housing development and stuff. So everybody's outside in your business. And yeah, all the kids wanted to be bad. So
How did she find you though?
I don't know how she found me. All I know is I looked up and she was on the back of a pickup truck with a stick.
Mothers always know. They know where you at now.
She found me, y'all. She found me.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely memorable.
Yes, that's what
And it's something that you can laugh about now.
Yes, yes. A lot of my memories with my mom will be laughing because she was alive.
Nice.
She was a character. If you know my mom, y'all know.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what would be something like now that you're a mom, something that you feel kind of like guilty about, like mom guilt or anything like that?
Ooh, mom guilt. I would think not now, but before I used to have guilt with like going to the gym or taking a vacation without my child.
Okay.
That was kind of hard in the beginning. It took a long time for me to do that, but to me, like mom guilt is just, it's not realistic in most cases.
Right.
It's like culture conditioning, like you're expected to be everything all the time. And sometimes you need that break for yourself, you know? But mom guilt definitely eats a lot of us up.
Yeah.
And for a long time too. I have people that come to me and like, I can't go to the gym. How do you go to the gym every day? Because I go 6 days a week. And they're like, I can't leave my child with such and such person, but this is your village.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people you're supposed to leave your kids with. And don't look at it like I'm leaving my kids. Look at it like my kids are getting time to spend with their grandmama or with their aunt or with a cousin, you know?
Right.
What you think?
Yeah. Mom guilt is interesting. For me, again too, what I can say to what you said was we can't pour unless we pour and fill ourselves. So I'm proud of you for taking that time to, fill back into yourself and take care of your body. And that's something that I had to learn too, was finding the balance. I think a lot of this year has been balanced for me. So I would say, I understand how you feel guilty about that. My guilt for mom guilt would be, I work so much and I work the weekends and my kids play sports. So I'm not able to get to all of my kids' games right now. I have 3 kids that are at 3 different cities right now in Philadelphia. And they're all playing basketball. The coaches have picked them up. I dropped them off. They stayed at a friend. So just really having the support of a village and people around me really has helped me to let my kids be able to be successful and to live their dreams and do what they have to do and not be limited just because I'm working. And so that was a part of me that felt a little guilty. But, I have to provide for them. So got to find some balance in that. And I learned to give myself grace and not beat myself up about it and talk with my kids and for them to understand. And the crazy part about it is my oldest son don't like me going to his games like that. No, and he's really good, and he don't like me going. I'm like, okay, boy, whatever.
Maybe you make him nervous.
I think that's what it is. I think I make him nervous. He's like,
that pressure he going.
Right. He's like, you don't know nothing about basketball. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, boy, yes, I do know. But I think that would be my guilt. But just in that place, and it's just giving ourselves grace. We only can do what we can do,
right?
And we're doing the best we can do with what we have. And I think that's something that when we talk about healing and with moms is giving your mom grace and knowing that they did the best they could with what they had. A lot of times I talk to people and they say, "Oh, I wish I would have raised my kids the way my mom raised me, and why now I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
And I think more so it's because they did the best what they had.
It's like we used to seeing Big Mom or Grandma or Nana in the kitchen on Sundays while everybody else is laughing and having a good time. And whereas though we live in a society now that everybody can pitch in.
Yes.
Everybody can pitch in and we can create those moments together. We can create those meals together.
Yes.
And, we can all lean on each other. I feel like moms are like the backbone of the family and grandmoms and stuff like that. What you think?
Yeah.
I think they carry the family a lot. A lot of them look like a lot of our family look to them for guidance or shelter sometimes, anything. Also perfectionism. I feel like we think moms or good moms don't have bad days, which isn't true. Everybody has bad days. It doesn't mean that you're a bad mom or that you shouldn't take that time for yourself. Even if it's like going to the movies or having a little date with yourself for dinner or something like that. Pampering yourself, anything. And your kids benefit from having a whole, healthy, happy mom.
That's so true.
Right?
Yeah.
What's something you wish you would have known before becoming a mom? Like something you wish somebody would have told you before?
For me, I would say something I wish somebody told me would be being a mom, everything falls on you. You know, sometimes you are blessed to have great fathers in your children's life, but that's not everybody's story. So a lot of the responsibility, the financial responsibilities and the everyday hustle and bustle and care fall on the mom. So kids are a wonderful thing, but I say don't have more kids than you really can take care of on your own. And it's sad. That's something that you have to think about, but sometimes it's reality. And you know, some people lose their kids' dads and things like that, and then you have these kids and you don't have the village that you need. So it was like, having to think about the realistic. If that person wasn't there, would you still be able to financially, mentally, spiritually pour into your children properly without getting frustrated and irritated because they didn't ask to be here? So that would be something.
That is true. Like, you really have to be in a place where, though, if somebody else can't do it, I have to do this on my own. So I definitely agree with that, especially mentally. Financially, you can always get help and assistance if you need to.
Right.
I wouldn't say rely on it, but mentally, you have to be in a different place to be able to raise children. You should be mentally aware. Something that I wish that I had known, I wish somebody would have told me that it's not just about raising kids, it's also raising yourself. Because you turn into a different person that only motherhood can introduce you to.
Yeah.
Like, you possess a different strength, more patience, unconditional love that you didn't even know that you could have.
Yes.
So it's like a mirror, it's like a reflection of it, I would say.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of who you are. How you raise your children is a reflection of who you are.
Yes. And I feel like that was great. It really is a reflection of who you are.
Yeah.
It really is. But I learned that being a mom, so many people are having different experiences being a mom. And like the biggest thing I can say would be just giving yourself the grace that you need to get through it, because everybody's situation is not the same. And
That's true.
Yeah, and it really just teaches you who you are. And one more thing I'm gonna say about that is each child of yours will get a different version of you.
Absolutely.
You know, we're younger, we might not be financially where we are today, so that child gets a little bit something different. Your first child is the experienced child.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
That's your ride or die.
Yes. That's like your best friend right there, yes.
Mhm.
And like the little baby that the youngest child you have gets treated totally different because you're in a different space in life.
Absolutely.
So I guess
That's true, because like I had my first child when I was a teenager. I'm definitely not the same person I was when I had her. So she got to see me in different stages, whereas though my 10-year-old is getting the more healthy version of me, the more healed version.
Yes.
So, it is a big difference.
Yes, I feel the same way.
But also your kids can see your growth. So you can take it as that way as well.
That's true. And they're your biggest fans, really. Your children be so proud of you and proud for you to be their parent.
Yes.
And we don't realize that they're also watching us as we do these things and become the people that God created us to be. They're watching us. So just continue to make yourself proud, and by doing that, your children will be proud of you.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
So let's talk about breaking cycles in motherhood. To me, breaking cycles is a gift. It's not just a gift for yourself, it's a gift for your children.
Yes.
Different patterns that was brought to you from many generations that you don't even know that you can carry on to your children. just type of emotional state and well-being, like
Yes.
so many different things that you can carry on to your children if you don't break those cycles. It's just being conscious and showing up with intention and, making that decision that this right here is going to end with me today.
Today.
Yeah.
That's so true. Well, what would be the cycle you would like to break in your family?
I can say a cycle that I know I have broken with my family is speaking.
Okay.
Like, I was in that era where, you talk when you're being talked to, or
Right.
you listen and you don't speak. Like, the era, like, what they say.
What I said is what I said.
What I said because I said so.
Right.
But I give my kids, like, the freedom to have conversations.
That's
with me,
beautiful.
because not only has that affected me growing up, but also in relationships in the future. Like, I portray that in relationships, friendships, business-wise. Like, if you don't nurture that or take care of it, you can definitely make it spill out into other areas of your life.
That's true.
Yeah, me and my kids, we have conversations. Not that I'm always going to agree with what they're saying, but I give them space to, debate and speak their minds.
Right. I guess it's space to kind of be themselves.
Yeah.
And be their own individual person.
And validation is like, what you say, your opinion does matter.
Right. That's so true. That's so true. I like that. Because we are raising adults.
Yes.
One day, my thing is raising my kids so one day they'll be okay without me. And I think a lot of times we don't think of that.
Right.
We think we're always going to be here. No, we have to raise independent women and men. Because, we don't know when God's going to take us away.
Exactly.
Well, a cycle, mine is kind of like yours. And a cycle that I will break will be like, I don't beat my kids like that. Sometimes my kids, they
Spare the rod, they will the child.
they do me a little popping, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got teenagers now, they be trying to test me sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, back in the day, like, my mom was like, I'll brush you in here, I'll take you out, kind of situation. So, I don't really put my hands on my kids. I try to, still talk and communicate with them and, see what's really going on, do more punishments and things like that. Not, don't try to be too soft on them, but not try to be so hard. I think that I heard something on the internet the other day, which was really dope. A lady said she was a horrible mom, but a great father.
I think I saw that too.
Yeah. And that was really touching to me.
I saw that.
Because she said she was there, do this, do that, or, on them, making sure they got where they had to be and all that stuff. But she forgot to be nurturing and caring and kind and loving. And like we're learning to do now is let them talk and communicate.
Yes.
Back in the day, it was do what I said.
Right.
And that's the role of a father.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget that soft feminine side that they need.
That's because sometimes mothers have to be both mothers and fathers.
Yes.
So you do step into a more masculine role sometimes.
Right.
And it isn't fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not. But, just trying to still find that balance and listening to our kids is the advice that I would take from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to talk about forgiveness.
Yeah, forgiveness. That's major being a parent and mother.
Yes. Just reconciliation in itself is more freeing to you. It's freedom. Like, it gives you space to create more moments, more memories. And when you hold stuff in your heart, you can't move forward. You can't be happy. And everybody knows stress is like the #1 killer.
Yeah.
So create that forgiveness, create that space to allow future memories.
Yes. For me, forgiveness is big for me with my mom and my journey. And we know that, everyone has a different relationship with their mom. So that's why we just wanted to come on here, because we just really want people to work on, healing themselves so they can show up and be the best woman that they are today and that they plan to go on to the future. So forgiveness, like she said, is not for them, it's for you to be able to be clear and at peace and move on forward with whatever decision that you decide to make in your motherhood journey or with your mother. For me, my mom, she had some addictions and things like that, and until I forgave her and until I accepted her for who she was, we weren't able to have a great relationship. But when I did, we were able to have an awesome relationship. You know, I'm allowing her to be who she is. You know, she took my table outside one time and basically had like a block party with friends and all that stuff. You know, I'm like, Mom, you live in California, you don't even know these people around here. And she done made friends in the neighborhood and all types of stuff. But I had to accept my mom for who she was instead of like, why you take my table outside? And why you doing this? Even though I wanted to say that. But I accepted her for who she was. And she was just the life of the party. And I was able to enjoy her in her last days because I wasn't trying to fit her into a box of what I wanted her to be. So I feel like forgiveness is major in any situation, you know, with your mom. Some people have a good relationship with their parents. Some people don't have such a good relationship with their parents. But whatever it is, life is too short. And just mend any broken gaps that's there with your mom, because you only get one. At the end of the day, nobody's going to love you like your mom. Nobody's going to be there to support you like your mom. And that's the one thing I say every day is I wish I had somebody to really have my back. And at the end of the day, my mom, I know, had my back more than anybody in this world.
Yes.
And if you have your mom, you have a soldier behind you. So love her, appreciate her, and don't take her for granted. Really show her love. So that would be my thing.
Yes, that was good. Like, you have to really meet people where they are, especially your mom. Like, it's not saying that you agree with everything that they have going on, but life is too short. You never know when you're going to be called. And when you have a mom, like, that kind of love is so unconditional.
These
The
memories
moment my mom passed, I felt like, whew, I didn't have my protector.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is real, like, you know, just sitting up here talking about moms giving us goosebumps because we want you guys to feel the importance of really loving and creating memories and being there with your mom.
Yeah.
Because we don't get our parents back. We only have these memories to share with you guys. So that's why, you know, we wanted to do this segment on healing. So y'all can really, you know, create those memories with your mom.
Yes, yes.
Well, we want to just thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. Make sure you subscribe and
Yes.
watch us again, comment, let us know your thoughts, and let us know what is your time to do in motherhood.
Yes. What is your time to do motherhood? What are some things you want to take with you that your mom has taught you? What are some things that cycles you want to break to motherhood with your children? But again, we thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you. And please look forward to this healing journey of becoming the best woman that we can be. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
It's our time.
It's our time.